We are going to start a new challenge. So for 30 days, I'm going to attempt to do 100 chin-ups a day. So how it's going to work is I'm going to split the chin-ups up throughout the day. So I'm not doing 100 in a row or a full session of chin-ups. The experiment is I'm going to see what are the effects of doing chin-ups for 30 days with 100 reps each day. Might gain some hypertrophy. I've done 100 chin-ups before in a session. Next day you definitely feel it. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens if you do it for 30 days. I'm going to start my first workout and I'm just going to do 50 for this session. That's 100 in less than half an hour. And this is day 6 of my 30-day 100 chin-ups a day challenge. It's feeling pretty easy. So first time I've done it in such a short time. Lactic acid building up in your arms. But otherwise it's a breeze to do 10. I stretch it up to 15 once, but you just need longer recovery. So 10 is a good sweet spot. Coming to the end of the first week. Let's see what the next week brings. So this is my measurement of biceps. I'm going to measure the right side and the left side. Should I do a relaxed? No, I'll go tense.
Alright, tense. 37.5.
37.5.
And then tense. 37.
Alright, I measured 37.5 on the left side and 37 on the right side. Let's see what the end of the month brings with 100 chin-ups a day. I didn't film any more updates between week 1 and the end of week 4. It was really just standard stuff. I was just going through my chin-ups every day, 100 reps a day. So nothing to really report. At the beginning of week 4, I started to do 15 reps each set instead of 10 reps, as 10 reps was getting quite easy. So I pushed it to 15 reps and I was able to do it in less time. I remember one of the days I actually did 5 sets of 20. I've never been able to do that before. That was a little personal best, but the ease of pulling myself up was really apparent and I was able to complete 100 chin-ups in about 15-20 minutes with minimal rest. Another thing I would do is I would add chin-ups to my normal workouts. For example, if I was doing squats, I would do a set of chin-ups in between the set. So that would make it a lot more efficient. And by week 3 and 4, I really noticed the bicep peak. It was bulging. I was keen to measure, but I wanted to wait until the end of the 30-day challenge. Soreness wasn't really a factor at all. After the first few days, the tightness in my lats, the arms, it really dissipated. Doing 100 chin-ups a day felt like normal and it didn't really impact my recovery at all for the next day. Alright, that's 4 weeks, actually 5 weeks of 100 chin-ups a day. This was the 5th week, but I ended up measuring when I was 1 week in, so I thought I'd do an extra week. And this final week, I've actually done 120 each day. Kind of out of breath, but all right, that's it. That's how many chin-ups a day? That's 3,000 chin-ups in 30 days. And that is 3,840 chin-ups in 37 days. Okay, time for measurement. So I did the exact same pose like this. Yep, and tensed like before.
Oh, just slightly 38.5.
38.5?
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay, this one.
38 on the dot.
38, holy shit. That is a big improvement. Yeah, 1 centimeter improvement.
On both sides.
On both sides. It's pretty impressive.
Do this. It even looks bigger. I wish we got a shot of you doing that.
Yeah, I should have got a shot before I started this challenge.
Yeah, but it looks like ultra swole.
Obviously, this is after the pump. I measured myself after the pump last time, so it's going to be pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I had taken photos and videos beforehand of the physique, but it's a good challenge. I think I'm going to keep on going with it. I'll explain in depth to give you my thoughts. I really enjoyed this challenge overall. It's a 30-day challenge, so it's quite short, but I think I'm going to continue on another 30 days of doing chin-ups. But this time I'm adding 20 extra reps, so 120 each day. And it'll be interesting to see if my arms grow any more. Not that I want to grow my arms anymore, but it'd be interesting from this point, does adding 20 more reps allow for more growth? I'm thinking at the moment, no, little to no growth in my opinion, just because there's probably not enough resistance and not enough fatigue. I've already got some before and after photos, and this will indicate whether my lats have grown, my back, all those main muscle groups where chin-ups work. Let's see if there's any difference with the photos. I'm not really hopeful that there'll be a massive change as I've already done 30 days. But let's just see what 60 days does to your physique. Now let's talk about the growth. 1 centimeter for each arm is actually a lot. And for someone who's been training for a couple of decades now, any sort of muscle growth is actually amazing, because the deeper you get into your training, the harder it is for your body to grow muscle. It just doesn't want to. Keep in mind, I really never do any direct arm work. I don't do bicep curls, I don't do tricep extensions. I mainly use my body as a whole and grow it that way in terms of hypertrophy. You could say that I had a low starting base for arm growth, therefore I was able to achieve that 1 centimeter result. I never neglected any pull movement, so it's not like I didn't do any rows, I didn't do any lat pull downs, and I would occasionally add some weighted chin-ups in there. So it's not like I was starting from rock bottom. In addition to bicep growth, I actually think my core got a bit stronger as well. I was able to do a front lever, a really crap one. I was able to get into the position, but not able to hold it. So without any practice, I've just tried this front lever movement, which a client of mine sent through and asked if I can do that. So I tried it and I only got into the position, but not holding it. And that was very surprising for me because one, I didn't practice, and before when I did try it, I could not get my body straight or use my lats in that way. And speaking of lats, I think my lats did grow a little bit more V taper, but I'm never gonna know just because I didn't have any prior measurements. I only measured my biceps. I think overall, the chin up is a great arm exercise. It's awesome for bicep growth, and you also target your lats, your mid back, and your core. And practically speaking, doing daily chin-ups is going to be beneficial for anyone looking to improve on their strength and improve on their upper body hypertrophy. You just got to start with a number of reps that are going to be challenging to you, and you're able to maintain that each and every day. So try the 30-day as many chin-ups as you think is challenging and see if you get similar results or even better results. So start with something that's challenging and then build up from there. So I'm building up from 100 up to 120, and we'll see where that brings us in the next 30 days.